Trade finance is about enabling the real economy. When we provide trade finance solutions, there really is a boatload of ball bearings or a boatload of machine parts on the high seas that we're financing or that we're securing.
So essentially, money makes the world go round. And if we want to help businesses grow and get on, then a really fantastic way to do that is through trade finance. It helps businesses to collaborate and it helps businesses grow generally.
Depending on the length of the ride, but I would say where there is trade finance, and whenever there is trade, there is communication and there is peace. So I recommend everyone engaging into this to foster trade and trade finance, because at the end of the day, we communicate better.
At Go Green Now, I believe that trade finance is brilliant at connecting and supporting SMEs.
So at UK Export Finance, we want as many SMEs, mid-cap and SME businesses in the UK to become exporters. And the reason we want this, the reason we want them to go into their overseas trades, we want them to become exporters, is because we know that exporting, it makes companies more productive and it facilitates growth. In all four corners of the UK, the UKEF is getting to the SMEs to help them become exporters or grow in their export journey. And that is what we're about, and that's what we want to see more of.
Trade finance is a very interesting trade asset class. I think one of the things we talked about today into this conference was having to provide funding to clients within the SME space, trying to plug that trade finance gap. And one of the key things we talked about today was looking at alternative financing solutions, looking at insurance company, you're looking at UK Export Financing and other alternative providers. I think the more we have them in the trade finance space, the more funding becomes available within the SMEs and even in the emerging market, then we could plug that trade finance gap. I think that is the most important thing right now we're looking for.
I think from a blockchain perspective, what really makes trade finance so attractive is because trade finance as an asset class is severely undertapped. As of today, there is a $2 trillion gap in the market, which means that a lot of funding is required, and it will consistently be in trend as well, because there will never be a point where we don't need financing for our trade operations.